the one remote worker on my team, how do I stay in touch with the rest of it? How do I build the relationships that are going to facilitate me to do the work on my desk? How do I close the communication gaps that inevitably arise? As a person who has worked remotely for the previous 5 years or so, I have three concrete tips for you, no matter what your role is. So, the first one is a really absolutely crucial moment in your product development cycle, and that is road mapping. Once that roadmap gets handed down from on high, then that is your moment to get together with your most key teammates. If you're a designer, then that means assembling the design team, kind of design, product design, UX researcher, maybe get your product manager in there and take a look at the roadmap together, plot out the different milestones for each of your roles together. That makes it so that everyone is so much more empathetic to what's on each other's plates. And everyone understands that there's an opportunity cost to pulling each other's attention away from those different projects. It also helps you enter into the quarter, half, whatever it is that's in front of you, arm in arm as a true team. It just really increases the sense of camaraderie and togetherness, even if you're not together in the same room. The second tip is to check in with everyone's communication style. People prefer receiving messages in different sorts of ways. Check in one on one with people. Find out how they like to receive messages. And if you're an adaptable communicator like me, work with them on that. And you can continually try things that might work better with somebody's different preferred style of communication. If they like async stuff, maybe you can send them Bloom videos explaining your work, for example. And you can make somebody feel like what they say and what their preferences are really important to you just by asking and adapting the way that you send your messages accordingly. And three, remember that relationship building is the work. An error that I made when I was more junior was thinking that only productivity is the work, my output is the work. And that's not true, especially as a remote worker. You have to build those relationships in order to facilitate the work happening as well as it possibly can. The best work, it comes out of teams that are connected with each other. So you building those connections is the work. You taking the time to have digital coffees with your workmates is one of the most important things that you could be doing. Anytime that you come and visit the office, try and avoid being heads down on a computer, right? That's the time that you should be walking around with people that you work with. Take them out to lunch. Find out more about their lives. Like, the more human that you can be together, the better the end result is going to be. I've seen it time and time again. So that's one of your highest priorities. That's not secondary, tertiary to whatever your principal goals are. That's on the same level. That is principal to your job, no matter what your role is.